Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Bloodline, Heroes of Lithas. And I might have done a little bit of rage pulling. Yes guys, I'm a dirty gacha gamer. I couldn't help myself. Sometimes content creators do as I say, not as I do. But for advice, and well, let's just say that happened. I am definitely accidentally a hypocrite. Let's talk about it. So as of right now, as of today, I should say, and when posting this video, I do want to let you guys know that I'm only on day 3. So the summons that we're going to talk about are from yesterday, which was day 2 for me. And I really wanted to I want to say properly, but just overall, heed the advice of Belligerent. I really like his strategy. It's something different. It's something I probably wouldn't have done myself, which makes me even more intrigued to try it because, well, we talked about a lot in our collab. If you haven't seen that already, I definitely suggest you go watch them both. I know they're really long, but think of it like a podcast. Play it while you're driving in the car. You really don't need to see the things on the screen to learn a lot and follow the discussion well, right? Especially for his, we really didn't even have anything on the screen. He just added footage. And for mine, there's a couple times I point out a few things and we talk about them specifically. But overall, it's the discussion that will help you learn a lot for starting off on the right foot. And he brings the advice of don't pull too much your first day, you know, like we get all these value packs for summons here. It's kind of like be a little bit, as you see, sold out. As you see good value in them, sure, some of them, especially like even this end one is actually decent, I would say, for the extra stuff you get. 100 books is a lot. That's kind of cool. 20 of this is a lot of coin. But is it really worth it? You know, it's the stuff you have to kind of figure out. This is a little bit rough, but the earlier ones are a bit better. Like this one's really good. The one that's like 199. But anyway, the idea is to not waste your diamonds, right? Look at me, I have 15,000 diamonds. I'm ready for the intimacy event that's to come. I'm ready to push my companion so that I will be able to make her mythic and produce mythic babies, which could then be used for marriage. We want the high level character companion to be leveled up. So this is going to be my focus for my diamonds. It shouldn't be my summons. But you kind of need something to get started with, right? And that was my problem, unfortunately. So I had a pretty rough start, honestly. My summons were terrible. No mythics at first. Then I did one more pull for 30, or no mythics or legendaries. I did a pull for 10 more, which totaled me out at 30. And that got me one legendary, but not like top tier, but okay. And I was like, I really want something just a little bit better. I mean, hell, I'm using a freaking common still, for goodness sake. So this is what we kind of did. So in this clip here, I actually did decide to do a 10 pull of summons. I think I did buy one of those, like, with diamonds from the value pack, just hoping it could be worth it. This was a little bit of a, just give me something, and well, it didn't give me literally anything. I mean, even if there was a high level or a couple top tier heroes, champions, whatever, champion, I would have been happy, but it did not give me anything. So I'm sitting there laughing at how bad my summons were. And well, my husband is Odd One Gaming. He plays Raid Shadow Legends. That's how we met. TLDR, Twitch and Raid is how we met, and I moved to Romania. TLDR about me if you found me from Bloodline and this is your first time watching. But he was like, oh, come on, let me give you luck. Let me pull. I'm like, no, I can't. I can't stop wasting. I gotta stop wasting my diamonds. I want to save them for the intimacy event. I want to save them overall on my account for intimacy events. So I was like, all right. Fine. I let him do it. I gave in because I was still just so unlucky, and he's been really lucky with pulls overall. So he pulled, he clicked, he bought the pack, he clicked the thing. And well, let's see what we got. We actually got a different color besides blue. That was nice, which I didn't even think it was possible to get all blue in one, but of course it is, right? But we actually got a mythic. We actually got a mythic now. Is he top tier? I don't think so. Seems far from it. He's definitely not at the top, but and I see it when I read the skills, again, not at the top. And then of course my legendary is again probably the worst warrior in the game that so far that I could tell from what I've heard. So my terrible luck continued, even with odd one pulling, but at least he popped the mythic cherry, right? He got my first mythic, guys. He got my first mythic, so I at least felt a little bit better, and I did start using him. I actually took my girl Lux out and put him in. So I was rolling with a pretty budget composition, which I'll show you what I'm working with now in the end here and point out some of that quickly at the end. But yeah, I did play for a little bit. I pushed through the story where I was stuck. I think I was stuck on stage 6-45, which, I mean, to be fair, I feel like was still a pretty good grind for the first like day of playing. I had day 1, I played for a bit, and that was day 2. I think I did pretty good. But yeah, it was really meh still. And I still wanted someone a little bit, I wanted a shiny, right? Who doesn't want that really great champion that you feel like you got a top tier to get you going? So, well, I kind of posted what I got in my guild chat, which does include Belligerent. He is in my baby guild that we started. He made another account, and I was like, Belligerent, can I let you make the call? Should I pull again? I got 10 more because, you know, so doing those 2 10 pulls that I did actually, and then leveling up a couple characters, because I was actually doing ascensions, making them the ones I'm using 5 stars, I was able to get 10 more shards. So I was like, what do you think? Should I go ahead and do my summon? Should I do it? Or should I wait and start holding for future events? I don't know if I have a good enough roster to hold for certain events. Should I do it? And he's like, yeah, I would. You've got like 3 good people, but like, you know, that's it. So I did it. We did another poll. Before I get to that, I'm going to show you this here. So this is what I was working with before I decided to do one more 10 pull, or at least hopefully only one more 10 pull. Using my shards, I am going to strictly not use any more diamonds, period. I'm not using more diamonds at all. I swear. I said that already though. But yeah, you could see this wasn't the shiniest of rosters. Even in the sense of, I know I don't need a mythic. I just need some better champions, even if they're lower level. I could always turn them into mythics later through Ascension if I get a mythic of them, and so it's not wasted. But yeah, I don't know. I was feeling, man, I think I was here on, what am I on? I was on 7-1, ready to push through. We did push through all of 660 with that roster I showed you though, which isn't bad. It was a weird mix, but you know what? Yeah, that was what had to be done. Thanks to this event here, again, we had some new crystals, and I decided to go ahead and do it like I let him make the final decision. I'm like, do I do it? He said yes, so we're doing it. We're doing it. We're pulling the 10. And well, you know how this works, right? You know exactly how this works. I'm gonna discuss my future plans for summoning after I show you this. I did all this on my phone, hence me talking about it later, but still showing you what's happening. We got a legendary, and a terrible legendary, a terrible epic, And a whole bunch of my shiny girl right here, actually, that's on the screen right now. So our fiery goddess, well, she's fun. Not gonna lie, if you guys play Eternal Evolution, I have to nod to Karma. I mean, he's terrible, but she does the same thing. She like blasts a fireball that bounces around between 5 random enemies, and it smacks. She usually does my most damage, but now my little dwarf is actually doing pretty good. But yeah, that's where we left off. Oh dear Lord. All right, so this is what I'm working with now. Yeah, this is all I got, guys. Like, it's not pretty. So I'm going to talk quickly about my strategy and wrap up here so you guys can hear what my plans are for my account. And I'm going to try to keep showing you guys my fun journey as I explore and play this game and learn more and more constantly. The marriage stuff is still a bit intimidating for me. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm trying to understand. So basically, this guy here is surprising me. I mean, he is a mythic. It helps he gets better stats because he's mythic. But her, who looks so much worse in her actual character than the avatar, and is what you see on my screen right now, and him, he's fun. I love that they added the 360 spins for them too, for some of them. He is actually doing about the same damage as she is. So I'm rocking with a 5-star. Just keep in mind, guys, just if they're not a character that you're gonna play for like forever, that you think you're gonna play forever, don't take them beyond 5 stars because you can always use them for fodder. And the good thing is, okay, so I'm playing her and I really like her. If I get an epic of her or if I get a mythic of her, I can crunch that one into this champion and she'll become that as well. Or let me show you what I mean here. Or you can just move stuff. But I think it's the thing I realized and I really love about this game. Let me get this out of the way. Is, okay, let's see. Where's a good example? I think here. So if I decide I really like someone and we start working on them, let's say we're talking about our girl here, right? Right? She's rare. If you crunch a epic into them that is of the same type, you will get them to be an epic as well. Like she's rare, right? But look, so this guy, not the same, doesn't count. Has to be the exact same. So let's show him as the example. Okay, we got a common. If we crunch an epic into the common that is the same type here in Ascension, it becomes an epic. So if you already have him built, I'm assuming this is the same, like if you've already got traits you like on that character, or if you've got vigor starting to be built up and you're just waiting until you get the better version of them, you can use the better version of them to make them be that as well, which is super freaking cool, I think. I really, at first I was like, oh god, do I want to waste resources? But luckily, for the most part, we don't waste, right? My plan going forward, after that ramble, although it's so much to talk about and we have so much to learn, as me and my community and a lot of my regulars that hang out with me are all brand new to this. And I'm trying my best to learn as much as I can as fast as possible. And heed the best advice I get. So because I still don't have like the ideal situation here by any means, I am still gonna pull shards for now. So but I mean just shards. So I don't mean I'm going to waste diamonds on summons anymore. Nope, that's stopping. But as I actually get summoning crystals, we will pull those. That will be in my plan. I will do it. I'll do it. Blah. But until I feel like I've really got something worthy, even if honestly, not gonna lie, even if I just get her like an epic or legendary version of her, which I wish I could have from my game. Can I get my code from my sponsorship to have them give me a free one? Anyway, even if I get a better version of her, I might try to roll with what I've got. Although I really don't think he's going to be great long term. He's doing okay for me damage wise now, but that's just because he's one of the best I've got. But his kit is just, it's okay, but it doesn't feel great compared to some of the others I've read. And the fact that my little rare here that's blue and has much less stats is doing the same or more damage of him in every battle we're together. They're both the last ones left alive, and she's usually doing a little bit more damage or about the exact same. And she's only rare and he's mythic. That makes me say that he's not that great, or not great base stats, or not great multipliers. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull. When I get 10 pull, when I get enough for a 10 pull, I'm still gonna pull. And then I feel like I just want, even if it's just one more shiny, someone interesting that makes me feel excited and a little more settled, then I'm gonna stop saving. I'm gonna stop pulling. And I'm gonna be waiting for events. So we're talking like when we get events here, actually no, it'll probably be like the special events. Like the spring celebration is here right now, but waiting for a banner where I can summon. I will start to save my summons once I have a better grasp of that. But for now, I'm gonna stop spending diamonds. And I highly suggest you do the same. Just spend your summons, nothing else. You do get some free diamonds and some free summons like you can do here. I think this was what, just making 4 stars. It's not that hard to make 4 star. Do like I did. Pick your core team that has a good balance. I mean, I need healing. That's might be a thing. But I love my 2 tank setup. I could swap them around. And I do like her as well for now, although I would like a better warrior ideally. But I feel like I have a pretty balanced team, and I just made them all 5 stars, so they're all better. And so you're going to need to crunch 4 stars to do that. So my diamonds are going to be going here, guys. This is where my diamonds are going to go. Intimacy event for me starts in 1 day. So I will level her intimacy up and start pushing her the best I can to mythic level. So we have a 1 star mythic, intentionally, not the other people. So that way we can produce babies faster, because 1 stars produce babies faster. And then you can go ahead and use those mythic babies for marrying traits, or just marrying for sake of vigor. And then you can transfer that on to the characters you really want to push in the future. But I think I have a good grasp of the beginning goals that I'm working on. It's just a matter of being a bad gotcha gamer and can't resist to summon until you get something exciting, right? But also it's logical. Like, you need to be able to progress. I don't want to be super stuck in my campaign. I think I'm doing pretty good. What am I at actually? Today I'm at 721. That was from last night before I went to bed. I am going to push. I really want to unlock dungeons, so that's also what's going on for me. We want to unlock dungeons here. Valley of Conquerors unlocks in 2 days. I don't know much about this yet, so I'm excited. And that's all for today's video. I realize I never really made an ending for it. It's fine. Anyway, I'll be live on Twitch, probably playing some Dragonheir Silent Gods. Come join me.